What's up? It's Cinema Shogun here. And I have read your messages. I have seen some of the comments, and I am now well aware that some people are concerned about my choice of language while covering the Adventures with Purpose situation. And that is why, from this point forward, I am going to be more aware of the type of words I use. And I am making a conscious decision right here and now that going forward, I will still be referring to Jared as a cousin fucker because that's what he is. Never, ever, ever. And I respect everyone's opinions. Even if you disagree with this, don't ever come to my channel trying to police my language because I still have a tidbit, a morsel of freedom of speech left. Because the rest of it has been taken away in this country, and I'm going to say what I want to say. If you are easily triggered, if you are easily offended, then maybe, just maybe, take this advice. Don't wake up and search true crime videos on YouTube. If you're so sensitive and you can't handle simple words, then why are you looking up videos about babies being murdered and kids being kidnapped and stuff? This is not the place for you all. I want you all to understand that I was referring to Jared and people like Jared as cousin fuckers well before these allegations came to light. And if you all have been here on my channel, then you know that. This dates back to the Kylie Rodney case. I was referring to anyone who followed up with those fake, bogus theories and conspiracies. I called them cousin effers. And that's why I'm still calling Jared a cousin effer now, because it turns out when I made a joke about them all being cousin effers, it turned out it was real, and it turned out my intuition and the feeling inside my heart was telling me what was right there in front of our face the whole time. So if you think my language is insensitive, I encourage you to go on YouTube. There are people right now out there defending Jared and they're blaming the victims. Do you think they're being sensitive when they're blaming the victims? No. What Jared did to his victims was really insensitive. You don't combat that by being sensitive and kind with your words. And that is why we are at where we're at right now in this country and in this situation, because everyone's too afraid to say anything. And I am not. And I never will be. You want to know the truth? For every comment I get on my video from someone being butthurt and upset that I call Jared a cousin effer, I have other people messaging me who have had similar situations happen to them in their life. Who have had family members, cousins, brothers, uncles, grandpas, you name it, do really inappropriate things to me, or to them. And you know what they all tell me? Most of them are happy that I'm doing what I'm doing. They're happy that I'm saying what I'm saying. Because the reality is, people in their own families were afraid to say the things that I say. A lot of these people who had these terrible things done to them, they had weak men in their family, weak women in their family who were scared to say anything, and I am not. So I'm going to call Jared what he is. And if anyone thinks it's bad, I encourage you all to go look at all of the live streams that Jared subjected people to when he spreaded those fake, bogus theories about Kylie Rodney. I have endured months of death threats. I am not here to play fair. I am not here to be nice. The gloves are off, I am unleashed, and Jared is a cousin fucker, and so are other people who will be exposed soon. Do not come to my channel for sensitive coddling sessions, because that's not what you're going to get. You're going to get the real, you're going to get the facts, and you're going to get my honest opinions, raw and unfiltered. It blows and boggles my mind that people are more concerned with me calling him a cousin effer than they are with the fact that he R-worded his own cousin and sister. And I know how YouTube works and I know how shady people are. Trust me, I study people basically for a living. And I know that a lot of these comments aren't coming from people who are really offended. They're coming from people who are really trying to back Jared. But with that being said, I know a lot of people are offended because we live in America and everyone wants to be a victim and everyone wants to be offended by something. And you all, and I'm not talking about my whole audience, the ones that are offended, you all actively go out every single day of your life trying to actively find anything that you can be offended by. And I don't give a hot damn about it. Because you're going to be offended by a lot of things on this channel. And I am never going to sit here and talk how you want me to talk. I'm going to talk how I talk. But when I refer to Jared as a cousin fucker, I have in no way, shape, or form am I talking about what he actually did. And I'm not implying that there was consent or implying this, implying anything. You implied that in your own fucking mind, not me. So please stop trying to police my language. It's not going to happen, ever. I appreciate any ounce of support that I get from any and everyone. I appreciate everyone's opinions. And if it is your opinion that I'm being too harsh, then fine, I respect that. But guess what? I'm not going to stop. You all, and this goes for every single person watching this video, you all were not subjected to the type of things that I have been subjected to for months on end, largely due to Jared and Adventures with Purpose. But if you want to sit here and defend Jared and Adventures with Purpose, then guess what? I have a little something to show you all. Because I've seen a lot of people doing whatever they can to just not acknowledge what the problem is here. But the reality is, folks, Adventures with Purpose, and listen, I'm not talking about just Jared. The whole team knew about Jared. The whole entire team was harboring a secret about Jared, and they all knew it. They all knew what Jared did. They are not saints. They are not angels. Now, I am not holding AWP responsible for what Jared did, but Adventures with Purpose has done, the team, not just Jared, has done a lot of shady stuff in the background, and we're going to talk about that in a future video. They are not innocent at all. They're innocent when it comes to all of this stuff that's going on with Jared, but they've done some shady stuff as well. And I don't mean every single person like, hey, the guy behind the camera, he's bad. I don't know, but a lot of the faces that you see on video, they are horrible people. And they've done horrible things, and they've subjected people to horrible things in life over the past few months. But I know some of you are sitting here, how could you possibly know that AWP knew about Jared? We really got to support AWP no matter what. It's like you will go out of your way to be offended by my words and then go out of your way to defend someone who R-worded their own cousin. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how people feel about this situation, but I can tell you the reason you haven't seen much progress for victims is because everyone's running around here scared to talk. Everyone's scared to call things what they are. We are living in a world where people are not afraid at all to blame a victim. They're doing it online right now, blaming Jared's victims. They are not afraid to do that. And they are not nice with their words when they blame the victims. But guess what? People are more concerned that I might say something mean word about Jared. Fuck that. Jared is a cousin fucker. Have you ever seen The Sandlot? Have you ever seen The Sandlot? Forever. Forever. Y'all should watch more movies. Maybe Jared should have been watching more movies as a kid instead of touching on his cousins and sisters inappropriately. But just in case you think Adventures with Purpose, they're this angel team of heroes. Just in case that you think that for 1 second they were in the dark and had nothing, they knew nothing about Jared. That's not true. And Jared admitted it himself in these alleged emails. And I don't know why I don't know why I'm making this video. Because I already made a video going over all the emails, and in the email, he clearly freaking states that the whole team knows what he did. Yet people are still going around here like, we can't blame Adventures with Purpose. They probably didn't know. Obviously, you didn't read the emails or even listen. So what I'm going to do here is, if you want to hear the whole emails, it's up on my channel. Go watch previous videos. But let me read you a snippet from what Jared had to say. My life holds no secrets, and everyone in my office feels your pain and has seen this email string, for I don't filter my own emails. Pause. Everyone in the office feels your pain and saw these emails. There it goes, folks. What more do you need? Seriously, though, I have a lot more. A lot more. And I'm probably going to be busy all day with all of this stuff. But it's right there. My life holds no secrets, and everyone in my office feels your pain and has seen this email string, for I don't filter my own emails. So, Adventures with Purpose. You've been flying around the country getting cars out of the water with a person that you know did horrible things to his own family members. And you brought this dude around other families. Y'all knowingly traveled the country with this dude after knowing what he did to his own sister and cousin. And then you went into families' households with him. And then you pretended to be heroes. All the while, you were harboring this deep, dark secret. You guys played games with people's lives recently. And now look where you're at. I know a lot of people are like, we can't judge AWP because of what Jared did. And usually, I would agree, you can't judge a group because of what one man did. But when the group knew, then what can you say? And this is not the only shady thing AWP has done. It is not, by far. And more stuff will come to light. And if you all weren't being so close-minded, and I'm not talking about all of you all, but if AWP's fan base wasn't being so close-minded this entire time, you would realize that for a while now, people have been speaking out against them. But here it is, proof in the pudding, that Adventures with Purpose, the group, knew about Jared. But what are we going to do, folks? Are we going to focus our energy on Jared and what he did? And the fact that AWP knew this whole time? Or are we going to worry about the fact that I called Jared a cousin fucker? Which is more important? Like I've said time and time again, you have to fight fire with fire sometimes. In these situations, you can't sit here and be soft. And everyone wants to be soft. We have to worry. If we might offend the victim, we have to be careful. You know what offended the victim? What Jared did. My words will never hurt the victim as much as what Jared did. And if my words seem unsavory and untasteful, that's fine. Because there's nothing savory or tasteful about what Jared did. So people like Jared need to be called out. And it doesn't need to happen in a nice way. Back in the day, people like, you want to know what happened to people like Jared back in the day? Google it. Google it. It's really graphic and disturbing what was done to people like Jared back in the day. And y'all are worried about a cousin afterward. Why? Why? Do you think words hurt as much as what Jared did? Do you think that I should wrap my words up in an envelope and put some lipstick on? That's what y'all want. Let me put some lip gloss on and kiss a little letter, spray it with perfume, and then send it in express mail to Jared to let him know I'm very upset with what you did to your cousin? No. Do you think people are wrapping their words nice and tight and with a bow around it when they're blaming the victim? Do you think people were nice with their words when they attacked me, Ikenmel, Zaname, Ronnie, and 50 other people during the Kylie Rodney case? No. I am not here to be nice at all. And I'm not going to be nice with Adventures with Purpose going forward, because Adventures with Purpose will forever now be known as Adventures with Cousin Fuckers. Now, I don't want to waste any more of my time or your time trying to explain myself, because I find it extremely frustrating. And I'm not angry or anything. I'm about to go watch football. But I find it frustrating that I've spent more time explaining myself about the term cousin fucker than Jared has explaining himself about what he did. So if you're upset by my words, go be upset at Jared, because I'm going to say what I want to say, and it is what it is. And guess what? We have more stuff to expose about Jared and AWP in future videos. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget Adventures with Purpose knew about what Jared did. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.